Hey everybody, welcome to my plan with me for the week of August 12th through the 18th. I'm using this Sunshine kit from Lynner Designs, and it is pre-foiled in lime, which I think is really cute with it. That was what she did, I think, with her copy, and I just loved it. And then I do have all of these Q1 bestseller solid colors from Carly Plans, so like they fit the or I guess match the colorway of the kit, which is super fun. I think this is the first time I'm using some of those. I really love this. I think this is my last summer kit that I'm using, possibly. Pretty sure though. I think everything else is kind of like fall Harry Potter stuff from now on. But I think this is a really fun way to end the summer, and it feels really weird to not have as many stickers because of the pre-foil, but it's going to be really nice to put everything down. And then I do have some stickers I pulled in from my shop, Corks and Corgs Co., which is on Etsy. It's linked down below, and I do hand draw everything, so I brought in these footballs and the football corky to go along with these scripts from Carly Plans because it is pre-season now, so I ordered just like the entire season customs a while ago. And then for foil, I've got some, it's all from Lynner Designs, but I've got some Shattered Pink, and this is the Hole Protectors and Numbers add-on that you can get, like if you get a pre-foiled kit or if you just don't want a bunch of foil. That's super handy. And then I need to get solids in Shattered Pink, which every time I get these, I just want to keep staring at them. And then I got the Sunny underlays in lime. So these are just the same. And I'll get right into the base now. Okay, before I get into it, I just had to show this. So I am really excited to be planning this week because I have just been waiting a long time and I'm ready to get into it. First, I'm marking that it is August, and I just want to apologize ahead of time for any video instability. I'm working on it, but unfortunately, I think I just need a new mount for my phone. So I did get that August script from Kristen's Planner. Along with all the other scripts in this spread, I did like a full spread custom script sheet. So that's what I had been waiting on to do this. I don't remember where that's from, but if you are curious, I can look at my samplers and tell you. So I just did Summer and Sun because, you know, it's August, so it's definitely a sunny time, at least here in Missouri. And then I did mark football season with a character from my shop that is Corky. He is a wine cork character, and my shop is Corks and Corgs Co., which it is going to be linked down below, but this is just an example of some of the stuff I sell. So Corks, Corgis, and then some icons as well. And all of this is hand drawn by me. The Corgis are not. I purchased that art. So this morning I had Dunkin' and brunch out on the porch with Christine because I had spent the night at her house on Sunday. And then I did drive home. I unpacked when I got home, which my unpack scripts are misspelled. I'm not sure if that was a mistake I made, but it's not gonna bother me too much, so I'm just kind of going with it. But after unpacking, I did some drawing. This day I drew Ghostface, and then I actually drew that football character along with the football itself. I guess I drew the football. But while I was doing that, I did watch Lucifer, and then I played some Dreamlight Valley this evening. I did play with my dogs, and then I did some reading. Also, I did want to mention this pre-foiled situation with the kit is so helpful. It takes so much less time to put a base down. I really liked it. I know that it's not available in every kit, and obviously it does cost more than buying the printable, but yeah, it's just super handy when it is an option. And I did end the night this day with just reading an audiobook. And almost all of the icons in this day are from Carly Plans, with the exception of that and that. But those are both from shops that are no longer open. So, yeah, I did get the matching icon sheets for this kit when they came out, because Carly does do icons that are color matched to Lynn's kits. Typically, every time Lynn has new releases, they'll be available in Carly's shop until Lynn has another new release. So definitely pick them up if you see something that you like. But that's why these match so well, because they're from that sheet. So I tried to pull in as many as I possibly could. And then I have just a ton of stickers from Carly, so I can sometimes just color match pretty well because I have so many of her past colorways. So I don't really think this week was super exciting. I haven't looked at it in full because I pulled the stickers for it a long time ago. Also, I just scratched that. I'm mad, but whatever. So I pulled these stickers a long time ago, and then I just recently got the scripts in, so I just stuck them down. But yeah, I don't think there was anything going on really, but the stickers are really pretty. So hopefully this is still interesting to watch, even though it wasn't an eventful week. So on Tuesday, I had a nightmare, which I guess I didn't mark because I also slept really well, which is pretty unusual because typically if I had a nightmare, then I would be exhausted. So I'm not sure if I had a nightmare and then I went back to sleep, or if it was just one nightmare, because a lot of times when I have nightmares, it'll be multiple, all night long, which is why I'll be so exhausted. Oh, man, I accidentally pulled the foil off that sticker, which is probably because these are not removable. So I'll just leave it there. But I was feeling really motivated this morning, and then I had a jam sesh. I did some laundry. I organized my desk. So I'm not 100% sure if this was after I had finished my sticker storage or if I was just reorganizing in general, but the way I have reorganized stuff has been a lot nicer. I think it actually could have been my filming desk though, because my filming desk is for filming and for work. And then I have another desk that's just for planning. So I'm not sure. But after organizing, or probably while I was organizing, I did finish the book No One Can Know, and it has been so long I don't really remember it because I've been reading a ton lately since I decided to start doing audiobooks, and I think I liked it, but I'm sure my rating is on Goodreads if you like follow me on there. I just have such a bad memory that usually I will have to look up like the synopsis of a book to kind of remember it. Oh my gosh. Dang it. But regardless, I did finish that book this day. I then filmed A Plan With Me. I did some more stuff, like I did some foiling and planning. I had dinner, but I didn't mark any of that. And then I was just in tons of pain this evening. I was really emotional, and there was some like stuff going on this day that stressed me out. And so I think that kind of caused some physical pain, which sucks, but that's how chronic pain can be. Stress is a trigger for chronic pain in a lot of cases, which is super cruel because, like, I'll get stressed out when I'm in a pain flare, and then that makes it worse. It's just like a vicious cycle sometimes. But anyway, I ended the night this day by watching more Lucifer. So on Wednesday, I went to Target. I had a drive-up order, which I think I did that because I didn't want to go in the store because, you know, going into Target is dangerous if you don't want to spend money. But then I ended up getting Starbucks as well, so I'm guessing I did go in the store, at least for that. Then when I got home, I did a little bit of work, which I didn't mark that, but then I went to the post office because there was some weird stuff going on with one of my orders, so I had to reship it. And that sticker is from Once More With Love. The next thing I did Wednesday was cook lunch for myself. I just made my like fake mac and cheese, and then I did some editing and uploading. I'm guessing it was probably the video I filmed the day before. After that, I did some work, and then we got a grocery delivery. I typically will get my groceries delivered from Walmart because it's not as cheap as Aldi, but it is more affordable than like some other grocery stores, and my health is just so up and down. It's really hard for me physically to go to the grocery store and shop myself. After that, I did finish another book, so I'm guessing I was reading it throughout the day this day. I don't know if I read it all in one day or if I started it this day, like after I finished the other book, but it was the new Riley Sager book, and I can't remember the title at the moment, but it might have been called Middle of the Night, but I could be completely wrong. But I really liked the book. It was very different from other Riley Sager books I have read, which is literally everything but one book that he's written. So I felt like it was more of a mystery and not so much a thriller exactly, but it was still a really good book. It just kind of surprised me because it got a bit emotional in parts. So yeah, it just wasn't what I expected. And I was reading it for book club with Sarah and Christine, but as of now it is like mid-October and they still haven't finished it. So I'm probably gonna have to reread it so that once they are done, I can like have an actual discussion about it. So for most of the rest of the evening after that, I just did some drawing. and I started another book. I have just been back to back reading audiobooks, partly because I've been really enjoying actually getting to read again, and also partly because I check out way too much stuff from the library and it all seems to kind of drop at the same time, like for me to be able to lend it. So I have to really make sure that I'm listening to stuff. But yeah, it's been fun. I have a couple of library cards, but I need to figure out if my local, like, regional library does Libby as well, because I should get a card there too if they do. Also, sorry if you can hear Evie snoring. She is sleeping like right near me. So I don't want to disturb her because she doesn't always want to hang out with me. But these stickers are from Sweet Davis Paper, and these two are from my shop. Most of the rest are from Carly Plans, like I said. So on Thursday, I woke up in a pain flare. It was just really bad this day. And then there was a new record drop that was happening this day. There is a company based in the UK called Blood Records, and they do some really unique, interesting pressings of records. So this day, because there was a Chapel Roan one coming out, I wanted to make sure I got it. And there were 15,000 copies available, I believe. I think that was how many. And I got them for me, Sarah, and Christine, but that sold out in less than 20 minutes, which is wild. But she is very popular right now. Unfortunately, I think there was probably a fair amount of scalping going on with that too, but that's just the nature of the market right now, unfortunately. But after I bought those, I did some computer work, and then I watched Scream 1996. So this was basically the restart of my Scream rewatch because I just felt like it. And then the Eras tour this day, I was watching just part of it. Some days I watch the entire thing, but usually I will just watch specific portions. I do have the Swift Alert app, which, if you're not a Swiftie, it's basically just an app that gives you notifications about all things Taylor, but they also notify you when it'll be you can put on notifications for when she does her Reputation set of the tour or the surprise songs, stuff like that. So I have that, and this day I did watch the surprise songs, and she did a triple song collaboration with Ed Sheeran. He came on stage and sang with her. A couple of them were songs that he had collaborated with her on, and then the last one was Thinking of You, which is an Ed Sheeran song. So that was wonderful. I love them both so much. I love their friendship. It just makes me so happy. And then she also sang King of My Heart mashed up with The Alchemy, and I cried because I'm an emotional human. So that was exciting and kind of a roller coaster. And then I watched Scream 2. I had some pool time, which feels like forever ago. And then I watched Scream 3 as well. So 2 and 3 are my least favorite. 3 is by far my least favorite. But sometimes when I do a rewatch, I just want to watch the whole series. So that's what I was doing at this time. While I was watching Scream 3, I tried to draw, but I just wasn't feeling good and I couldn't do it. I think I was trying to get stuff added to this day's releases, but I just needed to rest. So then I was feeling really mentally unwell because I was just frustrated with my body and the fact that I couldn't focus because I was in pain. So I decided to make some bracelets and listen to a book. But yeah, I'm just really hard on myself. I Know that it's not earth-shattering if I don't get everything I wanted to get done in time for new releases, because I can just do it for the next. But I have just always been extremely hard on myself, so I'm hypercritical. So Friday morning, the first thing that I marked was that it was new releases and my sale. And my husband set up our media server, which since we moved last December, we haven't had that live, but basically it's just a localized server that we have movies and TV shows that we have on. So I was really excited about that because there is some stuff on there that I can't watch on streaming. And I think he did it because I was wanting to watch the Scream TV show, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I was excited about that. And then I did some organization. I organized my scripts. And then I had some pool time again this day. Trying to be really careful with these boxes because I just ruined one, and I also don't want the foil coming off of them. While I was in the pool this day, I did finish a book because later in the season, I shifted from listening to music to listening to an audiobook on a speaker while I was in the pool. And typically my pool time, I don't know if I said this in other videos, but I'm going to say it again. Typically it was me walking in the pool for like 30 or more minutes. And then after that, I would just kind of float and enjoy the sun. But that was my way of exercising, because if you've been following me for a while, I think it's pretty clear that I get injured pretty easily. So the pool is a really safe place for me to walk. So if I fall, I'm just in water. But I miss being able to do that. After that, I watched more Lucifer, and then I tried out my new laminator I had ordered to use for foiling stuff for myself. And I watched Scream 4. I don't know if it was while I was doing it or if that was after, but I kind of think that was afterwards. Which I will say my new laminator is way better than the old one was. The old one is just old and clunky, and it's heavy too. But the new one is just a basic little one that I got off Amazon, but it works a lot quicker. It heats up quicker. And really the only issues I've had with it have just been related to me not knowing a specific foil and how that's going to work, or the paper issues, which that you just kind of never know until you foil something if the batch is bad. Which I don't have my own like paper to print and cut for foiled things, but I have unfortunately ruined some sheets by trying to foil them, so that's sad. Saturday, I'm not 100% sure what to do with this day because I apparently pulled stuff for 12 things I did this day, but I do not have an extender on this box, so I don't have room to mark everything. So I'm trying to figure out what to mark. So I think I'm gonna pick and then put on my labels, and then I'll talk through it. Okay, I think I figured it out. So first thing this morning, I cut my husband's hair because we were going to dinner with his parents this evening. So he wanted to, you know, get a haircut since we were leaving the house. I put the Chiefs football calendar on my like regular calendar so that I wouldn't accidentally plan stuff during the games, because I don't really want to, even though it happened this day. So I had a jam sesh, and I was just in a really good mood this day. I don't know if there's a specific reason or if I just was. But then I did some work, and I think watched the beginning of the Chiefs Lions game, but I don't remember for sure because our dinner was like right around that time. So I was watching it on my phone like while we drove to the place we were going to eat with them. And it was a preseason game, so it wasn't as big of a deal, and it wasn't like we lost, so it was fine. I didn't really need to see it, but we had dinner with them, and then we went to Menards just to spend a little bit more time with them. Then I just kind of had a mental breakdown this evening, and I texted Sarah. So I had a couple other things I was marking, but obviously I had to cut them out because there was just not room for 12 things, but at least I fit 10. Sunday, I slept in, and then my husband and I went to Scooters. Link had his first pup cup, and I got an iced pumpkin spice latte because everything I Googled made it seem like there was not milk in their pumpkin stuff, which Starbucks does have milk in like the pumpkin syrup, but turns out later I did discover that they do, unfortunately. So it had been making me sick, and I wasn't really understanding why. I thought they put the wrong milk in it, but yeah, it turns out there's just milk in the actual drink, or in the actual like syrup. I have really been messing stuff up in this spread. I feel like it shows that I haven't filmed a plan with me in a while, but hopefully the next one will be a little bit easier. After we got back from our Scooters run, I did print and cut some kits for myself, and then I did the prep for making my storage dividers. So I guess I was right. That desk I was talking about cleaning earlier in the week, that would have been my filming desk. And while I was printing and cutting, I was listening to a book called Dark Corners, and I did finish it this day. Again, I don't remember it super well, but I know I at least rated it on Goodreads, so that's how I keep track of it, because sometimes I can't even remember if I've read a book or if I just have it like to read. And I played Hyrule Warriors with my husband after that. We watched Deadpool 2 because we were trying to prepare for seeing the new movie, Deadpool and Wolverine, but we never actually did make it to the theater to see that. So I guess we're going to have to catch that on streaming. We're just really bad at like getting to the movie theater. I don't know why, because we used to go all the time, but since we've moved, it's just not been happening really. I've seen a couple movies. After the movie, I did have a vinyl sesh this evening while I was playing Dreamlight Valley, and then Evie's paw was like, I don't know what happened. I don't know if she like licked it raw or if she actually injured it on something, but it was really looking rough and I cried about it. She is definitely doing better now. I mean, it's 2 months later, but yeah, it got better. I just love these little Zelda stickers from Carly Plans. They're so cute. And I think it's fun that that was included. I could never catch those in Breath of the Wild, but I tried. They're like money bunnies. So, yeah, they're really hard to catch. So that is everything for this week. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.